Hello, Jim Howard here in Fort Worth, Texas. Whoops. Okay. Falling apart. Old age. Um, I think if you watch my earlier video with, I canceled, of course, Verizon today. No, I did not connect. Yeah, I did cancel them. And so um, I've got this one computer going. This is the Dell computer. And it's going, and it has the Razer camera hooked up on it, USB camera. It's just sitting on the top of the, I probably need some kind of a stand or something for that camera, or it's going to get knocked off or something. The modem and the router or whatever, they're in the living room in a corner, and there's all kinds of junk for me to get over, even to get over there. I did run a networking cable from it up the wall, over the patio sliding doors, over between the area that you go into the dining room and the kitchen. I rented a pie so nobody would stumble into it, along the wall, and then I came down, and I actually have it unhooked right now, because when I got it to this door, I haven't, I can't close the door. And maybe if I run it down to the floor, there might be space underneath the door or something. But anyway, so I'm going to do a speed test for you now. But it's not going to be 500, I don't think. Although with the networking cable plugged into this Dell computer, I can get 500. But let's see what it is, not hooked to the networking cable. Okay, and I'm perfectly happy with this, although 500 is what they talk about, getting. And if I plug in the networking cable, I can get 500, but I'm not sure what I'm going to, what I'm going to do, but I've just started. This has been sitting here for a couple of days, not hooked up, and I almost couldn't get up from the floor. I got down on the floor to plug some things in and use ties to tie stuff off so it's not, just laying around there. So right now the monitor is plugged in, and okay, and the B-Link is just plugged in, but the only thing plugged in so far on the B-Link is the, power supply for it. I canceled Verizon service today. The final bill was $80, and I haven't paid it yet. I'll pay it when I get some money. I spent most of the money already, paying the rent and that type of stuff. The charge here now in this apartment complex is those of us who are signed up are going to pay let's see, I think it's $62. I think that's it. For, I think it's 62. For the internet service. It's, it appears now that this is through Spectrum, which is a horrible company, by the way. They've been a horrible company for a long time. I think that's part of that. Must be in their charter bill or something or other. So but their internet service, is okay. It's their pricing that's the bad thing. Oh, also, apparently now they're not sending somebody out to, they just send the hardware out to you with the instructions, but they don't send anybody out. I think that's like the entire thing. The only problem is, well, not a problem here because this being an apartment complex, each one of the apartments has a big box out there, and the cable, is coming into these boxes, and so then each one of the boxes is, a cable runs into to one of the apartments, and so when it gets in, then just then you go over and you hook into it with a cable, which they send you this stuff, and you hook into it, and then you're in business. Now they have lines you can call, and I had to call a line because I did everything, put everything together, and let's see what was. I can't remember now what the. Let's see, how did they know? Well, okay, one thing with the modem there, the down at the bottom, there's the button to push to turn it on, and they said, push it, and take about 10 minutes, or you'll get a blue light or whatever. So I was, no blue light and whatever, and up at the top. Now, of course, I have some eye surgery I have to have done, but there were two little tiny blue lights up there that finally lit up. I can't hardly see them now. I guess they saved on LEDs or something, But so anyway, I called their helpline, and the lady there, right there, because she knew, she had the information from me, and she knew she could see everything that it was doing, all that kind of stuff, and she said, okay. Said the problem is the router, I think, or was it the modem? I think it was the modem. She said it needs to be upgrade. There are some upgrades that need to be made to it, and then it did again. It ran like a second thing, which is kind of surprising because these come and they've programmed in them at the place, the identification and that type of stuff based on, so I don't know if I want to go in and change that's something I didn't look at. I mean, I did look at it, but earlier. Let's okay, no, it's sound. Okay, we don't want to do sound. Spectrum setup. Okay, the spectrum. Oh, you're not seeing that, are you? Okay. Oh, you didn't see the speed also. Okay, spectrum setup. Okay. So mine is a spectrum setup -E6. Now the next, I guess, probably closest person is somebody named their Bimby, and then there's my spectrum, partial 2G. Then there's somebody's Spectrum Mobile, passport. Spectrum setup 46. See, what was mine? E6. Wait a minute. This is not apartment. This is not that apartment there, so they're not going by apartment number. Okay, you can see there are a whole bunch of people in this, because this is for this apartment complex. I was wondering how many people were going to... now you can change this, of course. Now here's somebody using T-Mobile, okay, and here's somebody with AT&T, 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 and I don't know these people, you know. And here's Cat. Let's see, another Spectrum. So there's a bunch of another Spectrum. People aren't changing these things, are that, you know, the like in the past for a long time, for years, I used Howard, you know, and it would be Howard. Let's see, what were the was it two, and what was the other 6? See, one was, I can't remember now. There was, I had them so you could T-Mobile, TP-Link. By the way, of course, that could be, I have a TP, or I have a up there, and I'm thinking of hooking it up, and I don't want to do anything to mess up. This is working, you know, for me. AT&T, Beacon. Okay, that could be another. What do we call those things? Anyway, Spectrum. Oh my God, there's a bunch of people. I was kind of hoping in a way that T-Mobile. Hell, T-Mobile's doing good. TP-Link, Verizon. Hidden network. Okay. Now, the apartment complexes says what they're going to do is have several Wi-Fi links out in the apartment complex area here. So that way, if you were down at the pool and you took a laptop or something, you could, you know, or that's about it. Well, there's a little tiny area over there fenced that you can take your dog in to take a crap or something, you know. So I would think that one Wi-Fi point might be enough, but I guess I'll probably have 2 or 3. I'm just guessing. So I like this location for this. I'm going to need to mount it because I'm afraid it's going to get moved, or, you know, moved around a little bit. So now, over here in a few hours, I'll have this all set up, if it's working, you know. It was working. Now I have a Chrome book. I could hook it up. The only problem is in the Chromebook, it's, you know, it's there with a little screen on. Well, you know, it's with a screen on it, and I want to. So I'm going to go with the B-Link, unless the B-Link breaks on me or something. Okay, let me do some advertising here. I want to go over here to let's see, to YouTube. I want to remind you, you know, when you come here, by the way, most everybody tells people, be sure and click on, the whatever, But, I was thinking that I was close to 5,000 subscribers. I think about 20, if I get 20 more people, I'll have 4,000 subscribers. I was thinking 5,000. Now there's over 2,000 videos on here. Okay, now here at the top of this, if you come in and you click on this, then you pop up, you get this little choice. Now here's the gift list. I put stuff on there that I want because I figure you're all millionaires, right? I've got 2 tables like this, and I think they're very much the same size. Well, they have a choice, Then if we go back, let's see. Okay, so that top one is the gift list. Okay, this, I don't need to mess with this, but you may be interested in it. I don't have to, because this is stuff that's been, refurbished or repaired or whatever by Amazon, and they give you a good price for this. You pay a fair price and a good price, and they still stand behind their guarantees and that kind of stuff. I forget what all the things are, but I really don't have to mess with this. But there is I'd kind of like to have a tablet. I've had 1 or 2 in the past. I've had everything in the past. I don't know, do I? Well, this says bestseller. Now these are not things that have been refurbished. These are. This is an Apple iPad, renewed, $200. Here's an Apple iPad, the 2018 model, $150. A 2018 Apple iPad, and another Apple iPad that's $100, and an Apple iPad that's $234, an Apple iPad that's $120, and you can see you go on. So all this stuff is, and I think this is what I ordered, by the way. This one here, I think the Apple iPad Mini. That I did order one of those in. I didn't order a renewed one. I just ordered a new. I ordered a new, and it came in. And well, one thing, as soon as I got it, and I started, working with it, I have arthritis really bad in my shoulders for one, and then other places. And right away I thought, oh God, I'll be taking an naproxen all the time with that. But I thought, no, I can hook it to a monitor. I can do things, work with it. I could not get an Apple, you have to have an Apple ID. You have to log in and get an Apple, email address, an ID. And they wouldn't give it to me. I tried everything. I had my son come over. Okay, what am I doing wrong? I got to be doing something wrong. He tried, he couldn't. So I just went ahead and returned it, the same, well, I guess the next day I returned it, But I would like to go with an Apple. I'm 82. I'll be 83 here in a couple months. So if I want to mess with Apple, I got to hurry up. I wonder what, but I want to do, I think I could make some really good videos with the Apple software and the way it works. I might be mistaken. I've been mistaken a few times in my past. Okay, let's go back to, remember when you come to, um, wait a minute, main page here, home, and go over to Start Me. No, that's not where we want to go. We want to go to YouTube. Okay. So this is when you come right to the main page. So you have right underneath there. So, okay, I think we went to this one. Okay, yeah, renewed. And, okay, I think we haven't been to Jim Howard's Amazon store. So we go there now. Now this is where I have not been messing with this at all. I mean, I set this up. But when I need to go through and really pick items for the store and for the ones that I've owned or something like that, you know, make some comment. Let's see if I made any comment on the carnivorous plants. Let's see, I think I probably did. No, I did not. So that's the type of thing. I did set this up. I think I pulled these items in because I was always been interested in the carnivorous plants. They'd always died for me, you know, died immediately. But I do need to come in and edit this thing, and I'll try to start doing that. Yeah, this is Jim Howard's Amazon store, so I'll try to. Let's go back. No, I'll just close this. Okay, yeah. Okay, this is Howard's Notebook playlist. Playlist. What is? I have no idea. I've forgotten. Okay. Howard's Notebook playlist. Public. There's only 4 videos in this playlist. And it's, I guess all 4 of them have got 56 views. So, okay. I think I would now, when I go in to edit this, I'm going to delete the Mary Trump show and the Randy Ray Bowes stuff. Yeah, I need to update this entire thing. So, okay, Jim Howard's playlist. If you have an idea, if you see a video that you think really belongs on there, you know, like where I really did a good job, which maybe never. If I really did a good job, whoops, microphone thing, let's see. Testing. Okay, it's working. I don't think it wants me to lean back. Yeah, maybe I'll find out what, if there's anything I'm really proud of, put it on the playlist, something that I'm really proud of. And so that's what that'll be for me. And other people will do it differently. Okay, Jim Howard's playlist. One more links. Playlist. Okay. This one here, I've been a member of this database, movie database. It's a really good thing. But I haven't been there. Well, I went there the other day to see. And you see up here, I'm listed as, you know, see my activity. Okay, what's activity? Oh, okay, they're still here. Oh, Slums of Beverly Hills. I love that. If you happen to see that pop up on, if you happen to be watching something and you find Slums of Beverly, you know, where I don't have to pay. I've watched Fiddler on the Roof. I love Old Brother. Let's see, I rated Fiddler on the Roof 8. I think it's out of 10. Old Brother, Where Art Thou? 8. Okay, I would change this. Okay. I rated that 8 to 10. Let's see if I can change it here. And maybe I have to click on it. Okay, so they still have my stuff after uh, years of not going there. Um, I would like to have a little more input, things that I can do. Uh, I think I was paying a small, very small membership thing, or maybe it was a donation thing. Um, let's see. But I think it's about $20 for a membership. I'm thinking that's $20 a year. I hope it's not $20 a month. It might be. Well, I guess I could probably find out, couldn't I? Let's see. Let's see here. Awards, user reviews, users rating, external. Let's see. Quotes, trivia, cast and crew, change view. I guess I've got 165, or wait a minute, maybe that's the director here. I bet that's the director that's got 165 users. But anyway, on these things, they give you the cast, the producers, music, all that information. And I would, let's see if it goes on down here to, I would love to pay enough that I could, load this up with some information about movies and stuff. Let's see if, go back to watch list. Is that my watch list? Let's click on this and see. Okay, it is mine, yeah. The Mighty, that's, okay, you're not seeing it. I'm going to switch you, okay. Okay, this is my watch list. And I haven't been here in years, by the way. There's 14. The Mighty, I highly recommend that to you. Conrack, I haven't seen it in years, and I watched it in the past several times, almost in a row. I positively loved it. Now, John Voight, when he made that movie, when he was in that movie, let me have some Coke here. Oops, hot already. He was, like me, a left-wing, liberal, whatever. And as far left as he was then, he has gone, oh my God. I'm not sure if he's a Trump. I wonder if he's still alive. Let's see. Let's see. American actor of German and Slovak descent. Maybe that explains it. He won a Academy Award for Best Actor in a Leading Role as a paraplegic Vietnam veteran, etc., etc. Let's see. Okay, actor, producer, writer. Anyway, it spoiled. He played the part of a liberal. I think he was liberal then, very liberal. When it was not, I haven't been there to a long time. I was born in 1938, so I was born in 1941, so I guess I could pop over here and ask. Let's see. Let's ask. I'm sure this information, by the way, is on here about the, but let's just go over here and go to Wikipedia. Okay. And putting him in. I, it's too bad. I mean, it's not his fault. I mean, I loved that movie that he made, that one. Let's see. He's 85 years of age. And let's see. He went to the Catholic University of America. Political party, now Republican for sure. Now, is he still a Republican? I hope not. I mean, with Trump and everything, I don't think somebody should call themselves a Republican. I mean, not if they're a decent human being. I think they should just, they could say, well, I think the Democrats are just too liberal. So I'm more conservative or something. And then, they could say, well, I guess I'd be considered a Republican. And then if somebody says, are you a supporter of Donald Trump? I hope nobody says they are. Because, oh God, I mean, okay. Been married twice, I guess. Married in 1962, divorced in 1967, and then married in 1971 and divorced in 1980. Okay, well, perhaps his wives were not Republican. Oh, you missed out on me making my little not Republican. So, 2 children, and he has 2 brothers. Awards, he won the National Medal of Arts. The National Medal of Arts is an award title created by the United States Congress in 1984 for the purpose of honoring artists and patrons of the arts. A prestigious American honor. It's the highest honor given to artists and arts performed by the United States. I don't have a problem with that. I mean, just for his movie Conrack. But it spoiled it from, I mean, we should be able to watch a movie and not, or, like a certain type of music or a certain performer or something without, but I can't, I see him and I think, God, especially too, since, he bought in on the whole, the whole thing. I mean, he should have, in my opinion, well, my religion or my politics are are the movies and the arts and like that. I'm not really in, anyway. What other, see if I can go back here. Okay, The Mighty. Great. If you can watch The Mighty, watch it. A great movie. I think you will love it. Conrack. Great movie. Now, this is interesting. I forgot that I put on here. Why Would I Lie? It's not a great movie, but for me it was. Also, I don't know why. By the way, I don't lie. And I have position, I'm liberal, and I'm not racist, although I've been in the middle of some racism, but I've stood up and fought. Anyway, I happened to see the movie, Why Would I Lie? I haven't heard of it. I've totally forgotten about it, except, oh, you're not saying this again, okay. I worked for, 9 years at a small hospital, and we were like a family there. It was a small hospital. And in a town that I lived in, a lot of these other, the nurses and people lived and stuff. And during the time, well, you know me, I guess. you understand this. Because I guess if you look back on the videos that I make, probably, yeah, I've talked about some of the things. And when we're sitting around just talking, if we weren't busy, and stuff. And we were all like a family, the nurses and that type of stuff. And then I would tell a story. When I say story, anyway, I would tell the truth. I wouldn't make up a lie and then tell it to somebody. One, I don't do that. But I wouldn't make up a story and then, tell people that, no, it's true, But the nurses there would say, and what was really bad is some nurse from the main hospital would come out maybe to fill in for a couple of weeks when one of our nurses was on vacation or something. But anyway, then I would come into work. They started an hour. We worked 12-hour shifts, and so the nurses came in, like an hour before I did for their shift, and then I showed up at 6 p.m. And I'd come in to be a new nurse there and everything. She said, "Oh, they told me about you. You're the guy who tells the stories." And I'd say, when you say it's stories, it sounds like something I just made up. They told me that's what you do. You make up stories. I said, I wouldn't do that. Yeah, they told me that you were. Then I saw this movie. I remember where the nurse lived. She lived in Raymore. That doesn't matter. It doesn't add to the story, but she was, real nice lady. And what I would say, I watched this movie, and then when I went back to the hospital, when I was working, and it didn't come up right away the next day or the next month, or I don't know, maybe then, But then my thing was, they'd say something, like, okay, oh, Jim, where are you going on vacation? Nudist camp out in the middle of Kansas, and it's got such and such and whatever, whatever. Yeah, yeah. And I said, no, that's where I'm going. Well, they'd say, no, seriously, Jim, where are you going? Such and such a nudist camp in the middle of Kansas, or whatever. And then they'd say something, I'd say, why would I lie about a thing like that? And so anyway, this nurse was, years later, she's at home, she hadn't come into work yet, and that movie was on TV. Well, not on TV, and I thought it was a really cute movie, especially later on with the, and this nurse came in, Jim, and then she said, okay, I know where it came from, and I know you've been making up these stories because I saw this, why would I lie, and whatever, ha ha, yeah, I did use that. Okay, here's another movie I totally forgot about. It's rated 6.5, not very high. Well, why would I lie? I see somebody gave it 5.9. I guess that's me, I think. There's something about the movie The Third Miracle that I like. Let me read. The Vatican sends a priest to verify some miracles performed by a woman who has been nominated for sainthood. During his investigation, the priest, who is experiencing a crisis of faith, rediscovers his own purpose in life. Here's another. I gave this 7. My Dog Skip. I love that movie. And the Tin Drum. I've been telling, the ex-wife, she'll say, well, you can find all, there's all these places. And I said, I can't find any good movies. And I said, where are the great movies that I love? The ones that they're not anywhere. They don't show up, and whatever. The Tin Drum was one. Now, I went to see that with them. I took the kids to see that inside a movie theater. And Lord of the Flies, I like that. Well, I gave it 6.9. That's not very high, really, but I at the time I liked that. School UK from UK. Schoolboys marooned on a Pacific island create their own savage civilization. Leap of faith. Uh, I'm not religious, by the way. It looks like I like religious. Leap of Faith. I like that movie. I really like that. I guess I only gave it a 6.1. Walkabout, 7.6. And what I wanted to do with that movie is I wanted to record it, which I recorded a whole bunch of stuff on, what was before beta, and then, what was next, you know. But what I wanted to do, it was certain things in there, well, a certain thing that bothered me. And I liked the movie. What bothered me was, this is made in Australia, by the way. The director, I guess, like in the movie, the people there are hunting, I don't know, kangaroos or something, and so they kill them, and they show that, I mean, and they show it, and they show some other stuff like that. But what the director decided that he needed to do is he put in a clip showing right after that a butcher in in the plate slaughtering, or slicing up or whatever. And he did that, and I thought, I'm going to go through and take out. I'm going to do editing. I've never done it. I ended up not doing it, but I was going to go and cut those pieces out just for my own, because I didn't need that. Lucas, I haven't seen none of these. Where are? Oh, I see one coming. Anyway, Lucas, great movie. I gave it a 6.9. The Queen's Gambit. I just tried to watch that recently, and I just lost interest in it. I don't know. I maybe did not watch it long enough. Okay, I don't remember watching. Hot Stuff. Miami police fenced stolen goods at a storefront operation equipped with a two-way mirror. I sort of remember it. Okay, the Village. I don't remember watching it, but I love M. Night. Okay, I love his films. Shimanda, is that it? Mrs. Miniber, about World War II, and I guess that's it. I didn't keep it up to date. I'm supposed to be making money, by the way, on YouTube finally, after all these years. Except right now, I'm guessing it's about $300 is waiting there for me, and then there'll be more every month. But I mean, not more than 300, but there'll be money, each month. And so then I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and pay the membership fee, and it's not a lot of money. Let's see, menu. Oh, you're not, okay. Top 200, because this database, and then I would put a link, to my thing from YouTube, my YouTube site, to that. And then we could talk about movies, and maybe I'm not sure if you can have more than one list, and I could have a list with recommended by the users of, the members of, Howard's Notebook or something. But let's see, I'm looking. Awards and battles. See all the information if you're a movie fan. Okay, Community Help Center. Maybe the contributor zone might be it. Let's see, where they would tell how much, because I think it's about 20 a month, and that's not a lot of money. I've always paid for software and made donations, but I've been getting more and more poor. Okay, here you can download, let's see, it says here contributor data sets. Download data sets. Let's see if this page is for active contributors. Please see the contributor zone for information about making contributions. Well, maybe I could make a, see, contributor zone, contributor history. I mean, if I could just pay a little money and not have to pay, let's see, contributor history. Do you want to help IMDb by adding missing data? But yeah. Try the IMDb Answers, a new feature. Share your knowledge. Well, I don't think I'm that, Let's see. Okay, let's see what we have here. Oh, Pro. I bet that's it. Okay, grow your entertainment career. See, this is manage your brand and expand your network. Hi, Jim. Are you an industry professional? Oh, okay. I'm not. I mean, yeah, I think that this may be for people who are in the industry and want to give out information, and maybe I didn't have to start a, okay, a 30-day free. I'm not going to start it. Let's see. Select a payment plan to start your free trial. Hi, Jim. You will not be billed until 30 days after the free trial. A payment plan and a credit card. Okay. An individual plan is $12.50 a month. That's not bad. The Pro, okay, that's not bad. I don't, that's $20 a month. Okay, so I'll have, right now I'm poor. Seems like I'm poor every day now. So, yeah, I'll look into, when I get a little money, signing up for this. And I think that will work out really good, because then I think I can easily copy my choice of movies and that kind of, all that kind of stuff, and then I can have a thing where, like when I'm talking about movies, I can be asking, you all to recommend a movie, and then if I like it, it could go on my list, and hopefully I could give credit, show, this person, and then maybe I could have, which I'm sure I could have access if I was a member, the $20 a month. I'm sure I could copy, and then that would be something, it would be, this is a, recommended movies or something, or rated movies on the IMDb Pro or whatever. So, I need a Coke. Let's see, wait a minute, let's go back to, okay, let's do the speed test. I won't be doing this all the time, but I just want to watch this and see how I'm doing. Right now, I'm not hooked up to the cable. I mean, I'm not running a cable in there directly. So this is fine. The only thing is, maybe I want to be hooked up when I start streaming or trying to stream, I then might want to plug in and get the 500 down or something, you know. Apparently the upstream is the same. I was, after I'd already signed up for this and everything, I saw one of the other companies, and it's not one that I've signed up for. Well, I've signed up for. I was around before you could sign up to. I was using my computer when I was using my computer for streaming video. Nobody had ever seen anybody. Well, when I say that, that's not true, because, like I've said before, if you think you're number one, you're the first one. No, you know, it's the same with who invented the telephone and who invented the airplane and all this kind of stuff. You know, the person who got the patent or whatever it is, somebody else is probably ahead of them. But Jim went off on a track. You know, he's off wandering around in that empty head of his. I wonder if he's going to be able to pull out of this. What's the Senate Republican leader who, that, you know, although I am not a Republican, I'm not a fan of his, but he's having problems, big time problems, where he freezes. You know, his people around him, you know, he's the Senate Majority Leader, you know, Republican, and his staff are around him, and they're watching him because he'll freeze. And you can, I've seen several of them where he's in the Capitol House, you know, in Congress, and then he'll be standing out there to talk about something, and he freezes for like a minute or two, and you can just see those eyes go, there's nobody home, you know, and then he appears to come back. I'm not sure how many brain cells he lost during that thing. Now, I'm not putting him down because he's a Republican. Well, let me change that. He's not a good person because he's a Republican. Well, he's not a good person because he behaves like a Republican. I mean, somebody could be a Republican and be a good, decent person if they were a good and decent person. And there used to be some. I'm not sure now that there are any. And I hate saying that. That's just horrible. But I'm upset that they put me in that kind of a position, because a position I want to be in is that, you know, basically, you know, people are good. Most of them. Most people are good. Well, I don't know now with Trumpism and the people that are supporting him. I don't know if you can say that anymore. And that's a good reason for me to be fucking angry at those people. Because you used to be able to say people are basically good, you know. Sure, there are some out there that are murderers and rapists, but that number has been small. And I'm not sure about it now. Separating, you know, refugees trying to, you know, get into a better country, to come to the United States, you know, and you know, people from all around the world came to the United States. You know, my ancestors came from County Cork, Ireland, and they came from Germany. You know, but when you have people, you know, trying to get into, and according to our laws, and of course according to international laws, countries have agreed, the United States agreed, all the major, I don't know if there's any countries in the world that, you know, haven't agreed that if refugees come to your border, you know, you will ascertain what their situation is. If they're, you know, if they're millionaires or something or other, and they're coming because they say they're poor, you know, send them back to where they made their million, you know, or got it inherited or whatever. If they're legitimately fleeing dangerous and bad situations, you know, take them in if you can, you know. And the Republicans, gleefully and take pride in it that they had people come to the United States border, and with kids, and they separated, they separated the parents and they separated the kids. And the last I heard was they had trouble, hooking up some of the kids with their families. I mean, that's not only, was the Trump people horrible people for doing that, And I I was going to say something, but I don't want to say that because then I'd be attacked for being, pro-Nazi or something, but oh, anyway. Um, so I guess that's it for tonight. I'll be spending the rest of the night getting this monitor to go. This is I'm using, well, okay, right now I'm using one computer and another. I'm not going to have them, one computer with two, monitors for it. Right now I'm going to have a computer, one monitor, a computer, one monitor. I'm going to try that. I would like to have a powerful computer and be able to, and I'm not talking about, thousands of dollars or something. I've got a bunch of monitors. I've given some of them away. Oh, I got to take the trash out. This is Sunday, I think. Let's see. Yeah, this is Sunday. I need to take the trash out because the reason is I can take it out to the curb, and the two guys, real nice, who work here, doing maintenance and all that kind of stuff. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, they come to the, the sidewalk out there, and they pick up the trash, and then take it to the. Otherwise, I'm not sure I can make it to the, make it to the, so Monday, Wednesday, and Friday I try to take my stuff out to the curb, and I do that right now. I can't see very well because of the cataracts and stuff. I have fallen a couple times. I've got some mobility problems. I'm going to be 83 here in March. I need to get in and see some doctors. As you can tell, maybe. It's so hard to get around. It's hard for me to get up into the bus, and even getting in a car is difficult. And if you're an Uber driver or Uber or Lyft, is it? I had this happen, I think, with 3 times, I think, maybe 4. I think it was an Uber driver, and I think all 3 times. Okay, the Uber driver, well, one, they don't get out of the vehicle, I mean, sometimes I think they should get out of the vehicle. I would if I were doing it. I wouldn't be able to if I couldn't do it now, but, And what's happened is once somebody brought me back, an Uber driver, and to make it easier on him, I said, you can just drop me here at the exit gate, and just drop me at the exit gate. Now, he probably thought I could get in there somehow, but what I did do is get out of it. I wait till somebody drives out, and then the gate opens, and I get in. But so anyway, I'm getting out, of the vehicle or whatever, and then he starts to drive away, whatever. And I said, whoops, wait a minute. And then it happened a couple other times. That was when I was getting out. a couple other times it happened, and I was trying to get into the vehicle. I've got arthritis. It's hard to bend over. I can't I can't look around behind me, that's for sure. I shouldn't tell you that. If you're a bad guy, you might decide just to rob me and come up behind me. You wouldn't have to wrestle with me or anything. You'd just come up and be, you know, probably be pretty comical, yeah. Probably be on YouTube. People be, did you see that guy? The old man had arthritis and he couldn't turn around. That guy was behind him, taking out his billfold and pulling his shirt up and pulling his pants down. Who knows what would happen, you know. Thank you very much for watching.